This week, week 5, we will be drawing a hippopotamus. We'll call him Hippo for short. And first, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a horizon line. And as you can tell, he is in the water because hippos spend most of their time in muddy water. They cover their bodies with water, with mud and water, because where they live is very, very hot all the time, and this keeps them cool. And they have very, very, very thick, rubbery, leathery-like skin, and the mud and the water keeps them cool, and also protects their skin from insects and stuff like that from biting them. So we're going to draw him in the water. So here's our horizon line where the bottom of the muddy water he's standing in. And then we're going to put another horizon line, which is your middle ground, which is where the top of the water is. And then your middle ground, after that, everything back here behind him would be your background, the sky. So let's get this water line drawn. And you're just going to go up and down. It was just do up, up, up motion. Just shoop, 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 and connect it off. And this down here, we just kind of squiggled it in there to make it look kind of muddy, like soft ground under the water. Now, we're going to draw the actual hippo. And I kind of like to start with where I know his at least one eyeball is going to be. So I'm going to draw the eyeball that is on the inside. Actually, on his face where he's looking at us. And color that pupil in. You're going to need a circle and another circle inside that circle for the white part of his eye. And then kind of a circle inside of that circle. So I'm just going to go ahead and color that one in too for right now. Okay. Now, let's start from his mouth. We're going to go straight up under his eyeball, come down under the waterline, and just put a little curved shape there and bring it around. And hippos have these really large, rounded off faces, but it comes up to a point in the middle. And they have really large nostril areas, so it kind of surrounds those. So you're going to go up and around, bring a line in, and that line is for like the top of his nostril, like this one. And then here's the rest of his inside of his nostril hole. Just going to bring a squiggly line in there and put another squiggly line on this side. Almost kind of like a 6 and then a backward 6. Next, you're going to take and kind of bring a bumpy line up and then go up some more. And bring it around that eyeball. Take this eyeball around and up. Bring it back down. And start kind of going straight across. And if you need to, with your pencil, you can continue to go through, draw that line through here. And add your ear in later. But I'm going to skip that, because my ear's already there. And you're going to bring that line across the top of the, or across to keep his back going. And once you've brought it far enough over, and remember, do not draw a little teeny, draw this little teeny tiny. Kind of try to fill up whatever kind of paper you have, because it does not matter what kind of paper you have. And bring it down and around, kind of curve it around, leaving him a larger backside, because they are very large animals. And then just like an upside down U, 3 of them for his feet. So he has those big, large toenails. And then bring a line, a curved line on over. Keep it kind of close to your grass line, but leave enough room for your toes and the rest of his legs in there. A straight line down a ways over from this one so that you can put those 3 toes in there. And there's 3 more upside down U's. Bring that line down. That connects to this one. Draw those 3 upside down U's. And then we're going to have a straight line go up to his mouth, at the bottom part of his face. Kind of get it to line up with his nostril. And we'll finish off his other leg. Bring it out from the front part of his face. And make sure you have enough room for those 3 toes in there. There's 3 upside down U's. And they have a lot of whiskers. So we're going to bring 3 big whiskers. Now they have a few very, very long ones, but they have a lot of little ones. So we're going to just put little lines all through here that go around and follow the shape of his rounded off face, bottom of his face, and then bring some that go off, that cross over and go off, kind of hang off of his face. Now we're going to add a tail, and it's just kind of a curved line up to a point and then curve it back down. It's almost like a V, but kind of curve it to the side. Now we're going to stick that ear in there, bring it up and around, and that's almost like an upside down V too, only more curved in. Just curve that in, back down and in, and then just a curved line up for the inside of his ear. And the same thing here. Curve line up to a V shape, kind of, and curve it, and a line right here for the inside of his ear. And then we're going to just add a fish in the water with him. And this fish looks kind of curious. Don't know as I'd want to be swimming that close to his mouth, but the fish looks kind of curious. So it was just almost like some more V shapes and bring that fin around. And then like another V shape on the top and the bottom. A little line in for his mouth and give him a black dot for an eye. Now we're going to color him. I'm going to start with his eyes. I'm just going to put a little bit of blue in here and leave some of it white. And then for the ground down here, I'm going to add a little bit of green very lightly. But it's more mostly more muddy water, so I'm going to come in here and add brown. Now, a hippo's body is gray, but like I said, they usually keep themselves covered in mud, so they're kind of a grayish brown. So I'm going to very, very lightly and barely put any pressure whatsoever on this crayon at all to get a kind of a gray color, because I do not have a gray crayon. But we can work with that. I can kind of make it look gray by using this crayon very, very lightly. I'm not applying hardly any pressure at all. Which means I'm not bearing down on that crayon. And there's going to be all kinds of colors mixed together in here once we're finished. So we're just going to lightly finish this up with the gray. I'm going to finish filling him in as lightly as I can with the black to give it a gray effect. Then I'm going to color his toenails down here in dark black. He's got 3 on each feet and 4 feet, so that's 12 of them. Toenails colored. There we go. And then I'm gonna color my fish. Your fish can be any color you want it to be. It can be orange, it can be red, it can be whatever color of the rainbow you want your fish to be. Because fish come in all colors and sizes. And on the inside of their ears, it's kind of like a pinkish color. So I'm just going to go in there with some red because we're going to add more colors to his body. Now, I'm going to go back over that black with brown because remember how I said they covered themselves in mud? So now we have a muddy gray hippo, which means next we've got another color. We're going to put the color of what we usually color is water is blue, but it's also muddy water. So we're going to keep on going out here with the brown for this muddy water. So we're just layering all kinds of colors today. When you layer colors, that means you're just blending them together and putting them on top of each other, mixing them together. Now we're going to add the color of water in there. So now our hippo is 3 colors. And you're also going to put that color on the grass. Just like we did the brown on the green on the grass. Now, your sky, your background, can be whatever color you desire. It does not matter. You can fill that in, and you can even put a sun and some clouds if you wanted to. But I'm going to color mine in yellow because it is very, like I said, it is very, very hot where hippos live. So, to give it that bright, warm looking effect, I'm using yellow because yellow is a warm color. Just like the fish is red, your yellow, reds, and oranges are warm colors. So I'm going to give it this warm color look. You kind of have to work with the edge of those papers. You can't keep that crayon going exactly the same way, because those corners tend to want to wrinkle up on you. And there we have our hippo, our muddy hippo in the water for week 5. Have fun with it, and don't forget to take a picture of it, upload it, and submit it into your Google Classroom.